stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is October, well, we're not in October, November 3rd, 2025. It is 4:17 a.m. I'm hoping I get to record all of the things that I have on the list today. I don't think I will. So we're gonna start with PYTE. There are some tweets. Hopefully I go through them really quickly. And there's some tweets regarding Andrew and some Epstein stuff. There's a lot of stuff regarding Epstein that came out, but I try to focus on the videos only so I don't have to read too much. So the videos will pretty much summarize everything. But I want to start with the good one regarding Meghan and what happened in the World Series. Okay, so let's go on X. First tweet. This tweet I covered on my last video. I just finished edit. Okay. I still find this hard to believe that family never deserved them. All right, so talking about Harry and Meghan, how they treated them, kicked them out. Meanwhile, they're protecting the pedo. I mean, you could sort of understand the Queen in a way. I'm not saying I agree with it, but this is her son. I'm just saying. But there's a way of disciplining your kids, but this is a freaking adult too, so a lot of things to be said. But I understand this tweet. All right, the institution grouped together to rally against Harry and Meghan when they were doing good things. Okay, is to comment under it. The hilarious thing is that the royal family, through the media, thought they were so clever with this cover, and now it is aging as badly as banana, almost as badly as the air ages. LOL. Karma is now working overtime, and I'm loving it. Yeah, there's a lot of talking regarding the Epstein file. Next tweet. And those Epstein things is gonna be on Happy Team Sussex. Okay, next tweet. If the LA Dodgers had lost, the Daily Fair headline would have been, quote, Meghan home team loses World Series after she and Harry disrespected the Queen and broke royal protocol by supporting them, end quote. British media or clowns. Yeah, they will make up something. You know it. If they had shame, they will write, quote, most relevant and loved royal couple bring their much talked about magic to the Dodgers. Exactly. Let's pause that. Yeah, they all whined that Meghan had no contact with her family, but when she attended a baseball game where her cousin is playing, it's all about Harry not supporting the Commonwealth. Make up your minds. There's the laugh here. Okay, let's pause this. The Dodgers won because America need a win. We are surrounded by so much negativity. Also, the Dodgers represent a blue state where the governor is not afraid to stand up and speak up. They win. It's a game. It could have gone either way. All right. There's that, the clown. Yeah. Perfect description scenario. Perfectly described scenario. Fair has turned from news to drama. I don't think they ever were news. They were some form of entertainment, using people's pain and suffering and turn it into entertainment. Okay, Phil has turned from news to drama, same predictable performance consistently. Maybe they've even said her supporting the Dodgers had lost the game clownery at its best. All right, let's go to the next tweet. People just need to trust their instinct, their eyes, everything. But don't listen to the tabloid that's writing nonsense. All right, this is Meghan's cousin. And it seems like he was the one who did the major play to a double play to have the Dodgers win. Congratulations, cousin. Meghan's cousin is also my cousin. 4 rings in 8 years. Mookie is him. Go on, PYTE. This video, I went over a lot of videos and tweets that was talking about him. Okay, about the game that night. So go over that. Check that video out. Okay. Y'all are really killing me with the Meghan cousin. I swear I love y'all. But he is Meghan's cousin. And that video that I just showed you, I went over how he is related. Right? Not the video where he was telling Meghan, cousin, or, whatever he said when he was in the UK, when he was with Boston. I went over some part of it I searched to see how he related. Okay, my family were friends with the Ragland family in the 50s and 60s. Next tweet. Now we're talking about the Halloween. Prince Harry and Meghan took Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet trick-or-treating. The Sussexes are just like us. Alright, so that they look like Meghan was dressing like in the 80s or something. There they are here. I talk about my youngest. He went by himself. All of his friends are another town. So he wanted to go and join his friend. I told him no, because my husband and I did not want to go far. If he were to go to that other town. But he could go in our neighborhood. So he went by himself. His older brother did not want to take him. His brother was hanging out with his friends. Alright, William and Kate could never. The Sussexes are so cool. She's so little compared to him. There's the heart here. Like us, we don't walk about with a photographer. What? People's taking picture of them. You guys enjoyed the hateful article and comments, don't you? I'm starting to think that everyone enjoyed the back and forth. Wait for the Daily Mail article about Harry and Meghan drinking around kids while trick-or-treating. We don't even know what drink that they drinking. Are these people really that dumb? And they're not driving, they're walking. Oh my God, they already make the assumption. Let's see here. There's oops, you mean I should have been drinking while my granddaughter and her friends were around. As a matter of fact, when my kids were younger, it's a group of us, family, we go with the kids. Now they're much older, we don't do these things anymore with them. There were people, our neighborhood is very mixed, okay? There were some people, while they're giving candies to the kids, they have little cups and they have their wine next to the on a table while they're pouring little wine for the parents. Okay? So I don't know. I really don't know. And Kali, you are not allowed to take pictures of kids. This was set up and authorized by me. Oh my God, how the hell do we know? Oh my God, no, they are not. Okay, I didn't even finish with that. They are not. We don't use our kids to promote. What the hell? Okay, I need to stop this. Let me. Meanwhile, the other brother, whenever they are in trouble, they're flaunting their kids. But whatever. This is what I mean. You have to use your own senses. Because if you listen to these people, they, for some reason, there's no reason to lie. There's absolutely no reason. Next week, Meghan, Harry, and her bestie Kelly watching the Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series. Cute cinema room. Alright, so there's Harry here. I think Harry's more into cricket. Meghan went to hug them. I'm glad they didn't put the video because I will have to do the screenshot. There's Harry there. Alright. Scooter runs to the new house. Where is our media room? Yes, love seeing their happiness. That's the heart. Sorry, but that cinema room looks like it's in an old people's home. Whatever. They enjoy it. Alright, cute chair and scuffy carpet. This is why Harry and Meghan don't want to show their home. We don't even know if it's their house. We don't even know. Wow. Have you guys looked at Princess Anne's place? Let me look for an image. Oh my God. Exactly that I was looking for. Something like this. Look at this. Okay? You make your own judgment. That's it. Make your own judgment. Let's go to the next tweet. Whew, my lord, my lord. This is something that I thought that was very innocent. The squad were having discussion. They jump in, putting their negativity. These people have some really, really mental problem. Next tweet. They have a movie theater on their estate. That little girl looks so cute. Okay, LOL. Watch the incandescents start building movie rooms in their dusty lodges. You know it. There's a laugh here. They do have one in the entertainment area of their house, as seen in Harry and Meghan Netflix series when they watch the Oprah interview, and in many realtors' vids put online when the house was on the market. But could this be at Kelly's home cinema? The layout and furniture look a bit different. Okay, so there's that. Like I was saying, we don't even know where they're at. And they start talking about their home. Alright, there's a laugh here. Watch the derangers boycott movie theaters. Yeah, they showed it in their Netflix documentary. I saw that too. There's that. There's the laugh. Next tweet. Okay, still talking about the Halloween here. Okay, so it's the wrong one. Okay, the Dodgers win the World Series. Celebration from Meg. Love Harry's laugh. Haha. 11 seconds. Harry's laugh at the end. Apparently, he was supporting the Toronto Blue Jays. Haha, yep. You do understand this was filmed the night before the final game, right? Or she wore the game clothes 2 days in a row and her friends teleported over 70 miles to her house for the end of the game. What? What? This is a small clip. A small little glimpse of them watching the game, and to have this narrative, it's unbelievable. I love this. A house happily divided. A split household. Sorry, Harry. They need a professional designer to come in and rehab. Okay. You guys could read this, but I'm done with these people. What? Let's go back. Wow. Nice mention. Nice. Come on. Nice cinema room. Her haters are gonna be pissed. Harry is shoved to bits. Next tweet. Hopefully I do this really quickly. So if they can unprince a prince or unroyal a royal, since the monarchy is a birthright, it becomes obsolete, doesn't it? Yeah, there's some talks about titles and prince. From my understanding, I thought This is what I thought. A blood prince, like Andrew, for instance. This is not to say I'm right, but that was my perception. Because his mother was the queen and the monarch of all, okay? And he came from her vagina. So, as a prince, that will always remain. They could take the dukedom away or whatever peerage he may have. All of this could take away, but the prince will remain. But it seems like they could unprince him. I don't know. All right. So that's what this tweet is sort of making reference to. No act of attainder have done this many times, as have other acts of parliament. In theory, I agree, but there are precedents, like Charles I, James II, and Edward VIII, who then match up and were banned. It's been done before, nothing new. Okay, the prince, I didn't think it could be done, but the titles, the York thing, I thought it could be done, but it has to go through parliament. So if it isn't an immutable birthright, then what is the basis for the monarch? Who to, when, and what for? I don't recall anyone being the prince before. Let's see here. There's two comments. Aye. Okay, numerous people were stripped of their British princely title for serving in German army during the First World War. Edward VIII was forced to abdicate in 1936 because he wanted to marry Wallis Simpson. James II was dethroned by Parliament for being Catholic in 1688. But okay, let's ask Google this. Numerous people were stripped. Okay. Don't recall anyone being the prince. Okay. Let's go on Google. The prince. Let's look here. Okay, so they say yes. Yes, member of the British royal family has been the prince or had their royal style removed. Example including Prince Andrew, who was stripped of his title and style by the king. Prince Andrew, it hasn't. They just say it for the people on the surface, but Parliament hasn't done anything. But has he been the prince? So okay, let me go to ChatGPT. Let me use the same question. Okay, they say yes as well. Several members of the British royal family have been the prince, had their princely title removed, restrictly or stopped being used, either formally or by custom. Here are some notable cases. This is the most important precedent. And okay, so, but the Prince Andrew, Greece of Denmark, Prince Philip, yes, because they chased them out. There was no more monarchy. That I understand that one. But King George V issued letter patent limited the use of the title prince and princess in the style Royal Highness HRH, the children of the sovereign, the children of the sovereign's sons, and eldest living son of the eldest son of the Prince of Wales. Effect, this automatically removed princely title from many of Queen Victoria's descendants who previous. Okay, this I sort of understand, yes. But those who already have it, those who already fall under the law or whatever letter patent that they have, like Andrew, for instance, have anyone who already been prince? Maybe this was the question. I don't want this to be too long. All right, so this is what I asked now. Has any prince who legally prints under the letters patent has been the prince? Let's see what they say here. Okay, excellent question and a subtle one. If we define the prince as being legally deprived of the title and style of prince or princess of the United Kingdom as granted under the letter patent of 1917 or later extension, then the answer is no. That's what I thought. No person who was legally a prince or princess of the United Kingdom under the 1917 letter patent has ever been formally stripped of that title by law or royal warrant. Okay, that's what I thought. So the question is that the way the others are putting it, you have the one who wanted to be with the American, what's his name, who abdicated, this is giving. He doesn't want the position, so he abdicated. Whatever he had, it no longer applied to him anymore because he gave up the position. But if someone like Prince Andrew, he falls under the letter patent. He is legally a prince. Okay, legally a prince. Has anyone prior to him have been titles prince and fall within the legal aspect of being a prince, have been removed? That's what I'm saying. It never happened, and that will always remain. Maybe this I need to put on that tweet. Let me pause and do it. I took one screenshot. I put Q for question. Has any prince who legally prints under the letters patent has been deprinced? All right, the answer is no. That's what I highlighted. So let me put that. Let me pause so I could see. Okay, so I took some more screenshot here. This is the most important part here. Why deprincing is extremely rare. Removing a royal title such as Prince of the United Kingdom will require new letters patent or an act of parliament or a specific royal order directly revoking it, something that has never happened to anyone who qualified under the 1917 patent. All right, so this needs to underline as well. All right, so let's copy this, paste it here. All right, so this is what I would. From my understanding, Prince Andrew will always remain a prince. His titles can be removed, but not prince. All right, so let's leave that alone. Oh my God, I didn't want this to be too long. Let's go to the next tweet. Still talking about title. That's what I always believe, because as a blood prince, that will remain. It will never change. All right, unless they do act of parliament. I mean, it's not written in stone, but based on what's available, the current law that they have, Harry will always remain a prince. Andrew will always remain a prince. But his York title can be removed. Next tweet. Let's all be honest. The derangers don't want Harry and Meghan to lose their titles. They want Meghan to lose everything from her titles to her as ever brand and her Netflix deal. They want her to be as miserable as they are. They are pissed to see her happy and thriving. Yeah, these people have mental issues. It's happening with the MAGAs as well. They like to inflict pain onto others. When they see others are in pain, this is what makes them thrive. But God is good. God is good. God did not create us to be in pain. Even our own body. I've said this before. It's not supposed to be in pain. You have a small cut. Your body automatically went into shock to seal whatever cut that you have, to protect it so stuff don't go in it. Bacteria and whatever. So you don't get more sick. But for some reason, those other human beings, their mindset is pure evil. They thrive. They enjoy seeing other people in pain. God, do your thing. Oh, my Lord. Okay, so there's my comment here. Since the divorce narrative didn't happen, their next thing was title petition didn't work. Now they need a precedent. Okay, I spelled this wrong and I correct myself here. Precedent, not president. Thus, Andrew, let it happen. The domino effect. Okay, plus lose Harry. Exactly. They still hope Harry will leave her and take the kids with him. These people are crazy. Yeah, they are truly mentally unstable. And why is that? Why do they hate her yet love Camilla the witch? These are the same, like, crazy-minded. So that's that. Please stop arguing with them on their level. Just ask them on what legal ground are they going to strip those titles. Prince Andrew's daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, lower in rank than Harry and Meghan. Not working royals have their titles because of laws. Okay, so there's that. I love that they're miserable seeing her thriving. Apparently, they keep watching everything she does because they're waiting for her to downfall. But she keeps getting away with it. Even her cousin won the World Series. I've seen a few saying Harry should keep his title and Meghan lose hers. Don't they realize they are married and bound together forever? All right. That will never happen. They can take the royal titles, but they will never take her legacy, her talent, her activism, her powerful aura, her ability to work for financial independence. People get canceled for doing bad things, and Meghan isn't doing anything, so she'll thrive. That's a very good way of putting it. Yep, that's truly the long and short of it. When she's thriving, they're seething with hate and anger. Yeah. Long may she piss them off and succeed in everything she does. Love always wins. And one thing I have said, some of the things that she's doing are very risky. Very risky. And thank God she doesn't pay them any mind. Because to be on that global scale, every eyes are on you. And if she falter, it takes a special kind of mindset, to be doing what she's doing when all these people of prominent position want you to fail. I'm telling you, Meghan is blessed because it's not easy. I don't know how to explain it to you. To be on that stage, that level where every eyes are on you and you still trying experiment. Well, it's not experiment, but to be that bold and confident. And thank God she is. This is not to say, against it or anything like that. To be bold and confident to demonstrate your skills in a way where it could either be. It could succeed or fail. And these people are looking for your downfall, but yet you tried. And thank God, all of the things she tried have been monumental, have been succeeding. And many of her supporters are approving of her work, of her projects, supporting it. Thank God for that. But I really don't know how to explain it because let's just say she's blessed and thank God she has the guts, the wit to do what she's doing because not everybody have that kind of mindset, strong, focused mindset to do what she's doing. Her wine, you see how those people, remember the first time she dropped her wine where these idiots, they drink half of the bottle and then after they finish drink the bottle, they're giving a negative review. And meanwhile, they have some these people, they made them do the taste test, sommelier, with different celebrity wines. And all of them choose Meghan one. I mean, if they did not choose Meghan wine, you already know how negative the tabloid would have gone after her. It takes a guts. Harry have said it. To be a role model, I'll put the clip here. This is something that he said, I believe it was in the Netherlands Invictus. To be a role model, it takes strength, it takes courage. These are all the qualities that Meghan has.
Because to be role models, or the role models that each of you are, takes strength and it takes courage.
Her husband have said it in the Invictus Netherlands. Because not everybody will have the strong mindset to focus on her vision and ignore the haters. Haters will always be hating. But anyway, I could go on and on with that. But thank God, she is who she is, and she understand, I guess, after she left the UK, and understand how they operate, going after her for no reason, where she had that mental breakdown. Okay? In a way, I hate to say this. This is not to say I'm approve of it. Thank God she jumped that hurdle with that, suicidal ideation thing.
I just didn't want to be alive anymore. I said that I needed to go somewhere to get help. And I was told that I couldn't, that it wouldn't be good for the institution.
So were you thinking of harming yourself? Were you having suicidal thoughts?
Yes. This was very, very clear.
Wow.
And whatever whoever was the psychologist or whoever her friends who were advising her, who were supporting her, made her see what was going on, and whatever that went in her mind, that click. Sometimes, there's people who they will understand complex way of doing things, and there's some people, a simple thing will make it click for them. Whatever that thing that clicked in her mind that made her understand and focus and be on that mindset that she is in right now, thank God for it. Because the hate, the negativity is uncalled for. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, this looked like a video. Okay, this, I don't know if it's new. Toxic British press, don't freak out. She's just making a warm holiday beverage, not trafficking young girls or anything. All right, 53 seconds. There will be screenshot in between. And, oh, I thought she blocked her comment. Let me read the comment. Oh, decent comment. Let me read bottom up. Valley girl responsible for Boomer spitting out her cheese and crackers as she nailed her description of As Ever by Meghan and most recent video. There's the laugh here. Too late. LOL. Always the ugly ass trolls. They are obsessed with her. Look, they took time out of their day to comment. Pathetic. The stuff they freak out over when it comes to her, but remain silent over the cover up, corruption, and alleged crimes of that family is well. That's how you know the hate is fake and forced. Okay. LOL. This biracial royal being in the top 10 and making holiday beverages with a cheery smile is actually much worse to them than a lowly, fully white male royal raping children. Like I'm not even exaggerating. This genuinely upsets them so much more. Racist or immoral clowns. Okay, it's racism. No other explanation. You are not exaggerating at all. Alright, Meghan's Zen energy is contagious. I'm going to try the hot toddy and spice cider mullen. Love her energy, warm, cozy, soft, like girly minding her business. That's for sure. She's just too good for them in every single way, and they can't stand it. They would love to see mumbles to the same, but oh dear Lord. Yep, they are so jealous, it's ridiculous. That's why they try to dehumanize her. Her happiness makes them mad. Yep. Earning a living and paying her fair share of taxes. Imagine that. I mean, alright. It's incredible how the toxic press and trolls keep making up things to abuse this lovely woman. She's so sweet and positive. I wish I had someone like Meghan in my life. They have never produced one person, not one who knows her and has said anything negative about her. All they do is lie with sources. Alright, thank you, Nelly. Meghan is a breath of fresh air. They can never make me hate her. Alright, perfectly said. There's that. Well said. All this corruption being exposed, I can't believe they went nuts over Gem, false and fake hate. It's wild. Alright. Let's pause this. I'm gonna play it, and then once it's finished play, I'm gonna go to the next tweet. Thank you for posting this. Such a calming presentation. Meghan is easy to listen to, and this recipe is so simple to make. She's so dreamy. Alright. There's a video I saw. Let's watch this and then I'll go to my next tweet. Screenshot in between.
Okay, so for holidays, I love having a really cozy, warm beverage that everyone can enjoy. And you could do teas, but you could also do a hot toddy or a spiced cider. I could get the pot for everyone. It's so easy. All you do, boil some water, enough for 8 servings, 10 servings. Once it's at a boil, turn it down, take the entire contents, and let it steep in the pot. Now, what happens when you do this? When people come into your house, they go, "It smells so good. What is that? Oh my gosh, I got for you a drink." And then I would just add a couple of details here to just embolden the flavor a bit. Honey adds a really special note. Cinnamon sticks so nice in there as well. You smell the cinnamon, you smell that lemongrass. You could also add a spirit of choice to make it a little bit more grown up, but just on its own, it's even more soothing, especially in cold weather. Okay.
Oh my goodness, Harry is in heaven. He got a wife who loves to cook, and remember Harry was saying he was eating on his past sink, okay, when he was talking to William regarding Invictus. And when William find out the board members approve Harry's idea for the Invictus, he was pissed. And Harry was like, wow, it's like childish. He didn't say it like that. Like rivalry between them two. You have a family, you have this, you should be happy. And there he was, at that time, eating over his father's sink.
First step would be pitching the Royal Foundation board, which oversaw my charitable projects and Willie's and Kate's. It was our foundation, so I told myself, no problem. Also, the calendar was on my side. This was early summer 2013. Willie and Kate, weeks from having their first child, were going to be out of commission for a while. The foundation, therefore, didn't have any projects in the pipeline. Its roughly £7 million was just sitting there, doing nothing. And if these international warrior games worked, they'd enhance the foundation's profile, which would energize donors and replenish the foundation's accounts many times over. There'd be that much more to go around when Willie and Kate came back full-time, so I was feeling supremely confident in the days leading up to my pitch. But when the actual day came, not so much. I realized how badly I wanted this for the soldiers and their families, and if I'm being honest, for myself. And this sudden attack of nerves kept me from being at my best. Still, I got through it, and the board said yes. Thrilled, I reached out to Willie, expecting him to be thrilled as well. He was sorely irritated. He wished I'd run all this by him first. My assumption, I said, was that other people had done so. He complained that I'd be using up all the funds in the Royal Foundation. That's absurd, I spluttered. I was told only a £500,000 grant would be needed to get the games going, a fraction of the foundation's money. Besides, it was coming from the Endeavour Fund, an arm of the foundation I'd created specifically for veterans recovery. The rest would come from donors and sponsors. What was going on here, I wondered. Then I realized, my God, sibling rivalry. I put a hand over my eyes. Had we not got past this yet? The whole heir versus spare thing? Wasn't it a bit late in the day for that tired childhood dynamic? But even if it wasn't, even if Willie insisted on being competitive, on turning our brotherhood into some kind of private Olympiad, hadn't he built up an insurmountable lead? He was married, with a baby on the way, while I was eating takeaway alone over the sink. Pa's sink. I still lived with Pa. Game over, man. You win.
I don't like to cook, but I cook because of my family. Meghan enjoy it, so Harry will be the taste tester all the time for her. God has a way of rewarding people who do good things. So there's Meghan, who loves to cook. Not every woman loves to cook. I don't love to cook. I don't like to cook, but I cook because of my family. Meghan enjoy it, so Harry will be the taste tester all the time for her. Because what Trump is doing with the SNAP benefit, food stamp, and some people said they're gonna be do immoral things to shops. So there's this black lady who's saying, look, I went shopping for $30. This is what she got. She got a bag of potato, bread. What else did she get? Rice. Well, the rice that she got, well, this is her thing. But for me, I will buy a huge bag of rice. And it's much cheaper than buying the small little packet of rice. But that's not what she bought. She bought a small package of rice for $1 something or $2 or something. And what else did she buy? Some pork chop. There was something else she says she bought. But anyway, her grocery shopping, very simple. Some potatoes and some other things. It come to about $30 to $40. If people stop buying at restaurant, I realized that McDonald's is expensive. My husband usually buys stuff for the kids, McDonald's. And I'm like, you always going to McDonald's. When I saw the receipt, I'm like, this is like a really decent restaurant type of receipt here. And I said, why you keep on buying McDonald's for them? He's like, oh, I have a deal. There's this. He has coupon. I don't know, but I don't eat McDonald's. So if people, make their own food, they could survive. I mean, African American know how to survive. But anyway, so the whole point for bringing this up is that in the U.S., with the thing that Trump is doing, taking SNAP benefit away from vulnerable people, and you see a lot of MAGA type of people crying on TikTok about the SNAP benefit is being taken away from them. But if you have money, you could budget. You could buy a reasonable amount of goods, produce to cook in a healthy way. You just don't go too excessively. So there are different people who show what they bought at a cheap price. I mean, it's not top-notch kind of things, but it will get you through the day, pretty much. So that was the whole reason for sharing that. And I switched some stuff around because I'm editing it and I rearranged the way that I'm sharing with you. But the whole point for mentioning about the video, and I can find the video so I could get a screenshot of it to show you which video that I'm making reference to. But there's different videos out there on YouTube where people who shopping on a budget. All right. So I don't think you will, with the way the economy is right now, I don't think stores will be giving too much coupon because people are in need. It's not the same way as before. So you just have to budget and don't spend your money in ways that unnecessary. Like McDonald's, for instance. I'm sorry for those who own McDonald's, but for people who are on a budget, you just have to cut out buying stuff at restaurant, any restaurant. It's cheaper for you to cook on your own. And as you buying things, you have to look at, do a little bit of math. There's calculators on your phone. You know, when you buy a smaller portion, let's say, for instance, the rice that I share with you in the video, it's not exactly what the video showed, but it's something, the size difference that I share with you. When you buy the smaller version of it, and in comparison, if you were to buy a 20-pound bag of rice, you know, you could make the calculation in terms of pound to dollars, which one is cheaper. And if you buy a 20-pound bag of rice, it will last you longer than that $2 little small packet of rice. So there are different ways you could calculate, and if you're buying in bulk or in small portion. All right. So all of these people need to think. All right. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get back to the original recording. But anyway, next tweet. I'm waiting for a headline on how the late Queen Corgis, Prince Louis, and the gardeners were all instrumental in pushing Andrew out. That's the thinking face. Is that what they're going by now? The squad are laughing. Well, Meghan and Harry didn't help at all. It's coming. Don't forget dear Miss Hussey too, who was pulled out of retirement to give her input. Is that the same one who's William's godmother? All right. The Brits have done more than the U.S. Congress has done. The Americans who have all the names can even find the chain to flush their own toilet. Hey, MAGAs, there's some connection with the UK as well. I can't say anything about this because, what is it? Is the Congress still shut down? I don't even know. The thing with what happened in politics, when you want to destroy something, you don't give a shit. These people who are in power right now, they are all for money. What used to prevent them from doing whatever it is that they want is because there were laws to prevent them. So they want to make sure they want to do whatever they want. They want to destroy the Constitution, everything that will get in their way. Okay? I just hope the MAGAs who are suffering can see past to the BS. That's all I'm hoping, because I think a good portion of Americans are seeing the light. And they know, the MAGAs, politicians, the Trump people, they know what triggered them. You throw the race card, everything out the window, they vote against their best interest. Like I was saying a few minutes ago about this African American who was saying how you could shop, food shopping for with $30. All of the nonsense, the barriers they've been putting African American through. This is not to say it was good, but it's almost like a training for them how to survive in harsh condition. The others who never experienced all of this, these are the people who will always be in need of the food stamp. It didn't have to be that way, but it is what it is. African American know how to survive because they kept on putting roadblock after roadblock. It's almost when I was talking about, I don't know what it was, but I was comparing it with African American and Black Brits, where I said African American, or similar to that, always fighting for their right and all of that. And some Black Brits didn't understand why some African American were doing certain things. Meanwhile, the roadblocks that African American have jumped, the UK did not put roadblocks for them. But, okay, they never, and from the outside, you guys could correct me, they didn't give Black Brits that same kind of struggle. They made them believe that they are accepted, but they keep them at bay. They don't give them position of power where they could benefit from. They befriend, they smile with you. You could be sitting next to them, but the control aspect of them, okay, there might be some exception on certain places, but the majority of place of power, not too many Black Brits have obtained those positions. Okay, next tweet. The way Meghan is always unbothered by the foolishness in the media space blows my mind. That's what I was saying a few minutes ago. The mindset that she has to focus and do her thing is a special kind of mindset. We need to protect that. Right, the internet will be catching fire on the media lies, and my unbothered queen will be posting her videos, enjoying her life as a wife, mom, CEO, and a friend. Sis, teach me this resilience. I'm telling you. Okay, cultivate carefree experience. Okay, good point. Thanks. Let's pause that. I love it. Her strength is admirable. The power within her is magnificent. This is what I was saying. Excellent. That's her beautiful message and teaching to us. We know what it's been like and what it will continue to be. For her, thank God Harry did the right thing. Just imagine if he chose to stay. I believe God took him away for a reason. Okay? Like I was saying about when he said to William, he's eating on top of his father's sink. Meanwhile, there's William. He has his little family. He didn't appreciate that. I don't know if he still appreciates what he has. I'm not talking about Harry, the other brother. Preach. Projection. She is very bothered by everything as... Okay, let me just black this because Meghan is doing her thing. At least the energy she's showing on social media, it's not negative energy. So I'm going to take her word, her content at face value. Okay. I will show this video, but I'm not going to go end this to read some of the comments because I have it on my next video on APTS Sussex. Okay, but I'm reading this because one of the squaddies retweeted it. But how dare Meghan sell gem in California? Breaking via the BBC, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, arranged a private tour of Buckingham Palace while the late Queen was in residence for businessmen from a cryptocurrency mining firm that agreed to... Okay, I'm in it, but I'm not going to read the comments here. Where was I? Okay. Remember, was it in this video I was reading that he will still be a prince? I don't know. They have not removed the title prince yet. He is still prince. He may not be Duke of York, but the prince, he will remain that. Andrew do I still have this open? Yeah, I have it here. Why deprinting is extremely rare. Removing a royal title such as Prince of the United Kingdom will require new letters patent or an act of parliament, or a specific royal order directly revoking it, something that has never happened to anyone who qualifies under the 1917 patent. Okay, Andrew is still a prince after everything. Okay, all right, let's start all over. Breaking via the BBC, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, arranged a private tour of Buckingham Palace while the late Queen was in residence for businessmen from a cryptocurrency mining firm that agreed to pay his ex-wife, Sarah, the former Duchess of York, up to £1.4 million. The company employed Sarah Ferguson as a brand ambassador for a crypto mining scheme that will lose investors millions when it fell less than a year later. This video of the men entering palace ground was taken by one of the men. The palace was not open for public tours when this private tour took place. Well, what was it? One of the comments, tweet that I read, where someone was saying that they were like tag team kind of thing. Sarah will probably do the footwork outside the palace, and then Andrew will do the next step. This kind of thing. Seems to be an example of that. This is 34 seconds. There will be screenshot and bit. You know what? Let me go over it really quickly, and then I'll take one screenshot, and you could listen to the audio. Okay. Let's listen. Start all over.
Thank you.
Okay, they fast forwarding it. Wow.
And there were the two wings did come out to a degree, and it was known as Buckingham House, and it was built by a guy called the Duke of Buckingham. So it only then became a royal palace when it was bought. Thank you.
Wow. But the thing is that these people, they really don't understand. What if this is someone like who's trying to break in, and you know what? That's it. All right. Let's go back to the Squaddies tweet. All right. At Royal Family, absolutely disgusting. It's time we held a referendum on the royals, and they won't have morning shows dedicated to harassing him like they did Harry and Meghan. Is not done with the House of Windsor. At Piers Morgan, will that be your favorite Duchess again? There's this, the rolling eye. No one is buying. Hateful. Let her call her dad. Okay, who's that? What? Okay. That's an ad, and that's it. Let's go to the next one. All right. The thing with her dad is already settled with. The father have shown who he is, and it's up to Meghan. Okay. So there it is again. I'm not going to go over this. It's on my next video if I decided to do it on APTS Sussex. Alright, so I'm almost done. This is a dog video, LOL. And then after that, I have a prayer that's from the Squaddies. This one is so funny. You see, there's that small dog and that huge dog here, and the glass door is dividing them. His soul literally left his body. What? Okay, they open the door. There's another video similar to that. Haha, nice. This puppy voice completely changed as soon as the gate opened. I hope this is real, because lately there have been a lot of AI videos that look so real. Let's listen. Is that the same dog or the same place? Yeah, they put the hat. But anyway, let's do the last tweet. Is a prayer from the squad. Okay. Okay. Prayer for Has, Meghan, Archie, Lily, and Miss Dovia. The Lord bless you and keep you Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, Diana, and Miss Doria. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-27. In Jesus' name, amen. So she used that image from the last time they attend the baseball. The Lord your God is in your midst. The mighty one will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah 3:17. Alright, so that is it. Amen, amen, amen. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna do another video. It's 5:11, so I'm gonna try to do as much as I can before the kids wake up. Thank you for watching.